everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for being here with me today. And today we're going to be doing a couple of layouts using this gorgeous Heart and Home pattern paper by Paper Rose. This is part of the September scrapbook kit, and we've already made a few things using some of the kits throughout the month. And I will post all the videos here, and so you can check them out. So please watch at the end of the video, or I will also post some here in the playlist for Tracer Lee. So you can take a look at everything that I've made for Tracer Lee, and that way you have a lot of ideas or tons of ideas to use some of your stash or some of the kits that you get from Tracer Lee. So we're going to be using a little bit of leftover from the kits, along with the flowers, some of the fussy cut items that I've done, and we have a couple of these left over and chipboard pieces. And so we're going to go ahead and incorporate those into some of the layouts we're doing. So I hope you get to join me, enjoy, sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so next what you're going to do is you're going to need a base page or a base cardstock, and that is going to be a 12 by 12 base cardstock. The pattern paper that I'm using, the wooden plank, is actually cut down to 11 by 11 and 7/8 by 11 and 7/8. And you're just going to go ahead and glue that on top of your cardstock, okay? Now I did this so I could have a nice border around it, and I thought, having a little bit of a border with the planks and everything would look really nice. And so, but you can choose whatever color you want. If you want to do a beige like I did, or if you want to do a craft color, you could do that, black, whatever. Next, I took my walnut stain and I just went around the edges of the whole page here. And I did that for both of my pages. Next, you're going to go ahead and cut 3 pieces that are 3 3/4 by 11. And this is going to be kind of like your background, okay? And you're going to go ahead and glue these down on top of the wooden plank piece. Now I used some of the coordinating scrapbook pages from here, and of course you can use whatever you have on hand, or you can use anything from the scrapbook kit if you want to. So I just went ahead and laid them down, and I'm going to lay them down next to each other, leaving about a 1/8 of an inch space between them. Okay, next I took my lace that I had and I went ahead and I'm going to place this on the top and the bottom of the scrapbook page. And then you're just going to go ahead and glue that down. And I just think this adds such a beautiful touch to this page. I love it. I love how it looks. And it just looks so homey, right? I just love these little pages to get these little the pattern papers together along with the lace. Okay, so the next thing I did is I cut down some cardstock that are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and these are going to be our photo mats, and then the pattern paper is 4 by 6. So I went ahead and arranged them on top of my layout, and I just love how this looks. So it did kind of turn out a little bit different than what I had in mind later as I laid them down, but that's okay. We'll work with it. So if you want to make yours shorter, you can make them, 5 by 4 or whatever, you want to do. You can even make them 4 by 4 if you want to. Um, and then I went ahead and just laid them and kind of layered them on top of each other. And then down in the right hand corner, you see the little chipboard piece. That is one of the chipboard pieces from the kit. And I went ahead and colored that up and everything. And you can just use your markers. That's what I used. I just used my Sharpie markers to color that along with some of my paints, just acrylic paints. And that's it. And I just love how this looks. It's so cute. And here is what it looks like all finished. And I did add some embellishments, as you can see on the page. Okay, so for our second page, we're going to do the same thing. So I went ahead and grabbed my cream colored cardstock, the 12 by 12, inked it around the edges, grabbed another piece of this beautiful plank wooden image, and then laid that up on top of my 12 by 12 cardstock. Again, this is cut down to 11 and 7/8 by 11 and 7/8. So you have that little border around the edges there. And then we're going to do something really fun. So I did get some of these ideas from Pinterest, and I didn't give a specific name of who created these, but again, I just like to give a shout out and where I get some of my ideas from. And if I see something I really like, then I go ahead and try to, I usually do my own thing, like I'll put a twist on it somehow or something like that. And so I hope that you like these layouts. Okay, so for this piece actually measures 10 and 3/4 by 10 and 3/4. And this one you're just going to lay straight on top of the wooden plank piece that we have. Now this one does have a few layers on top of it, which I love. And I just think that layers add a little bit of contrast and a little bit of like a a nice look. Like it just gives it a really homey look to it. And I love all the layers on this one. So I hope you guys like it too. So this next piece is actually going to be cut at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And so you're going to go ahead and ink this cardstock. Okay. Now this one, I went ahead and used the beige cardstock again, inking the edges there. And then the top piece that's going to lay on top of here is going to be 8 by 8. Okay. And so you're going to go ahead and lay that down on top of the cardstock. Okay, so just like that. And this one we're actually going to lay in a diamond shape. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and tack that down. And again, you're just going to place your glue. I just place my glue along the edges. I don't do the whole thing, but you can do the whole thing, whatever you want to do. And we're just going to go ahead and lay this down just like that. And I just love how this looks. It's so pretty, y'all. And then you're going to go ahead and burnish that in. Really good. And now you can place your photo mats on top. And I went ahead and used some of the little resin pieces that we got in the kit. I placed this one on top, and this one looked so good. I just thought it was so, so pretty. Now I did ink these up a little bit with the walnut stain distress ink. And then I went ahead and laid my picture mats down just to get a feel of where I wanted them at. Okay, so now I'm just finishing up laying down all of the mats on here. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to um, decorate. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up, lay that down, and now we're ready to decorate. And so I went ahead and had some things fussy cut out already. And so I just went ahead and grabbed what I had. I had some of the flowers that were cut out, and I thought I was going to use our paper flowers that we got in the kit, but I thought that these flowers looked a little better, and I really like how I can use the little gate there to place them on top. So I went ahead and inked the gate again using the walnut stain. I added some tape, foam tape to the back because you'll need it raised a little bit, especially if you're laying the flowers down. Okay. And then, of course, I used tape, foam tape on the back of the flowers to give it a little bit of, 3D look. And so I went ahead and used some of my distressed ink on the resins, added some foam tape to the back of that little heart, added that in the middle, and then I used the words here are actually from the card kit, okay, and they say embrace the present memories, and then I made some little flags out of the pattern paper. And I just think that these looked so pretty, and I love putting words together. So that's it, y'all. Okay, so we're done with our layouts, and I think they turned out beautifully. They're just so pretty. I love the layers on them, and I love that I used the same paper for the mats, but used the different paper for each one. And I think that it really coordinates very well. And I love the little chipboard with the flowers at the bottom. Added some of the resin pieces that we had inside of the scrapbook kit and some of the little embellishment. Now, these words are actually from the card kit. So I went ahead and just used um, this right here. This is the little sticker set that we got, right, from the card kit. And so you could see some of the words in here. And so that's what I used, is to make these little sayings here, sentiments on here. And I just love how these turned out. I hope that these give you some great ideas to incorporate them into your scrapbook. And yeah, if you ever make anything from my videos, please give me a shout out and post it on the Trace Jolie channel, or you can go to Mad Crafting Skills and you can post all your fabulous makes on my Facebook page. Again, that is Mad Crafting Skills on Facebook. So you are more than welcome to join me there anytime. It's a really easygoing group and it's fun. We all just share everything we make and it's just no drama. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day and take care, and have all the links down below. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for joining me today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and head on over to Trace Jolie to check out their shop. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and join me Friday nights at 4:30 Central Time.